Dear son, it's almost June. I hope this letter catches up with you and finds you well. It's been dry, but they're calling for rain, and everything's the same old same in Johnsonville. Your stubborn old daddy ain't said too much, but I'm sure you know he sends his love.
Where were you raised?
Chicago, Illinois. I went to school on Foster National Avenue. I graduated from Lane Tech High School.
Where were you raised?
Kenosha.
Kenosha?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you enjoy the most during your childhood?
During what? My childhood, roller skating.
Yeah, I did a lot of, I rode a unicycle, juggled, and
Is it hard?
yeah, we did a lot of athletic things, you know what I mean? We did hand-to-hand balancing and a lot of things like that, circus stuff, you know. But it was fun. We enjoyed it.
Did you have any childhood nicknames?
Yeah, they called me BB Biceps
What did it called?
because I had such small biceps. All the other weightlifters called me.
I did maybe one of those. I'm small. Did you enjoy school?
Yeah.
What was your favorite subject? Working? Woodworking? Did you have a favorite subject?
Yeah, home ec. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, that was geography.
Why did you want to do it?
I was drafted.
Drafted? Was it because of the school you went to, or?
You know, they had the draft during that period.
Oh, so you were just
My number come up and I was drafted.
Is that the same thing?
No, I actually joined. I knew Vietnam was going on, and I joined the service at that time. 1966. He was in earlier than I was.
How old were you when you joined?
I was 22 years old. 22.
I was 18.
I got drafted in 1962 and I got out in 1969.
9 years? Well,
7 years.
What about you?
I was in. I signed up in 1966, and then I got out in '60. That was a 3-year term for me.
So you got out in 69.
What's that?
You got out in 69 too.
68. Yeah, 68. I got out.
So you were able to pick what you wanted to do in the military.
No, I was in the Army almost 5 years. Well, I was in the Army 3 years before I came in.
Were you able to pick which branch you wanted to be in?
I signed up for the airborne, for the paratroopers. That's what I signed up when I joined the military, and they did allow me to do that, which I'm beginning to wonder if it was a good idea.
Where were you stationed throughout your service in the military?
Well, I went to Fort Knox, Kentucky, for basic training, and I went to Fort Polk, Louisiana, and I went to Fort Benning for jump school. And from there I went to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and I was there like 3 years before Vietnam.
And it keeps
Where were you stationed?
I was stationed, after high school, my buddy and I, we hitchhiked. Well, we wanted to go out to California. So we went out to California, and my uncle lived out there. So we went out there and stayed there a little bit, and then Uncle Sam was hunting around. That he was, you had your draft card and all that. So instead of being drafted, I went and signed up for the service out there. I went to Fort Ord, California. Then I got shifted over to Fort Gordon, Georgia for EIT. And then from there I went to jump school at Benning, and then straight from there I went home for leave, and then I went to Vietnam. We went out of New Jersey.
How did you feel about getting drafted? Like, were you bitter?
No, I was glad. I was getting in a lot of trouble.
Did it help you stay out of trouble?
Yeah, learned me some discipline.
Did you have any really good friends while you were in this?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's like family members. When you're in the service, it's like almost like having a brother or a sister or a mother. Or, it's just like a family, you know.
Did you have a closest friend?
Oh yeah, I had a pretty close friend over there. Yeah.
Do you know where he was from? Like what state he was from?
Yeah, he was from Massachusetts. Yeah. He stepped on a landmine. He's gone.
What awards or achievements did you earn or receive?
Medals.
Yeah.
I got a CIB.
That's a combat infantry badge, CIB. That's that one right there.
Rifle right here.
Yeah. He was a master jumper too, so.
Like you could jump really high?
No, from parachutes.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
sorry.
That's a lot of jumps. When you're a master jumper, you jumped a lot.
I had 112 static line jumps.
Is it hard to use a parachute? Is it hard to control a parachute? Like which way you
No,
go?
we had the old round ones.
Oh,
T10s they call them.
were you
Yeah.
able to control them or?
You could use a little bit of slippage, but there wasn't much. You could pull the lines and slow it down a little, but generally you had to do
All
a
hard
PLF.
landing.
Yeah, you had to do a parachute landing fall. If you didn't do it right, you could really get racked up. So, parachuting was dangerous. There's no two ways about it. But it was a really good way to get troops into an area quickly, fast, and get them in so that they could do their damage, what they had to do.
What were your experiences after you were discharged? Like, how were
I
people?
got fired from the first job because of the Vietnam vet.
Because of that?
The man that fired me, his son had moved to Canada to keep from going in the military, so he didn't have any use for Vietnam veterans. His name was William Shields.
Did you have any experiences?
You mean after the war? Usually they weren't too good experiences right after you got out, and unfortunately, the best thing you could do was get out of your uniform. It was not a good time for veterans at that time. You weren't treated very well. So the main thing you wanted to do is grow your hair again and get out of your uniform, because, and not everybody was like that, but there was a lot of not good stuff on the veterans then. So.
I landed at the San Francisco airport. I was spit on. I was called a baby killer.
Well, it hurt everybody's feelings. People were against the war, so they were against us, basically.
And I couldn't never understand that.
So I went in the men's room, took off my uniform, threw it in a garbage can, and put on civilian clothes to wear the rest of the way home.
All we were doing is a job that we were asked to do.
You know, hold it against American people.
You know, you're proud to serve, though. You're proud to have done your duty, even though sometimes things don't turn out the way you would want them to, but you're always proud to do something for your country.
So we're doing this video to thank all of the forgotten heroes and the veterans that served in Vietnam and didn't get the welcoming that they deserve. We thank you, we salute you, we're proud of what you've done. If it wasn't for you, we probably wouldn't have the freedom we have today, and other people in my group want to talk, so yeah.
I'm just like very thankful that you guys would risk your own lives to protect us, and we haven't done anything really to give it back to you guys. So I just really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Say thank you because I know how it is to have someone overseas, and I just am really grateful that you guys serve our country.
I just wanted to say thanks because you
fought for our country and our freedom.
That I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Thank you. The Ceasefire and the Fall of Saigon, 1972 through 1975. After secret negotiations between U.S. Emiracy Henry A. Kissinger and the North Vietnamese representative Le Duc Tho in 1972, Nixon engaged in a diplomatic maneuvering with China and the USSR and stepped up bombing of the North Vietnam to pressure the North Vietnamese into a settlement. This ceasefire was finally signed in January 1973, and the last U.S. military personnel left Vietnam in March 1973. The U.S. government continued to fund the South Vietnamese army, but this funding quickly dwindled. Meanwhile, as President Nixon became embroiled with the Watergate scandal that led to his resignation in 1974 of the month of August, North Vietnamese forces stepped up their attacks on the South and finally launched an all-out offensive in the spring of 1975.